Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the 4 points of control of the body. So the two scapular areas and the two halves of the pelvis here, the innominate. I like to think of these things as things that all work together. Also, think of like a kind of a wheel or a pulley that you can tension through to control the body in different ways. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lie down on the table here. Going to go into like a lying position. You can of course have a pillow here if you want. And I'm going to sit down a little bit. So basically we're going to have our arms up in the hands up in the air like so, and we're going to have our knees bent, and we're going to think about this kind of like the basis of this is being like a pelvic tilt and core activation. We'll start with those legs first. So the first thing is you're going to think about like lifting your leg with your pelvis, with your abdominals. So you're going to basically roll back into that pelvic tilt. And so it's important that you understand that this side is actually lifting and moving, but you're not just hinging at the hip, you're using your abs and your pelvis to move it like as if it's attached to that. And then this side on the other side is not lifting and moving. It's still going to be engaging in the same way. The flow is going to be very similar, but you're going to be just stabilizing. So basically, whenever possible, you want to stabilize through all the wheels and the parts of the body that are not actually moving to give yourself more control. So I'm going to stabilize through my glute, my buttock here, and my abdominals on this left side, and I'm going to lift and engage from my abdominals to basically turn the wheel and roll back into that pelvic tilt. Don't need to go excessive here, and I don't want to just use my hip flexors. With my upper body, I can actually pull my shoulder blades back and retract and stabilize here, or I can do it like this. So I can do like this, kind of similar to a dead bug, but thinking about the wheels here, okay? So I can do one side, I can do the other side, okay, and stabilizing through the core. I can do one arm and shoulder and think about the shoulder blade coming down like you're sliding into the back into the table and then sliding down to the back pocket as the arm goes up. If my shoulder blade stops, or a patient's shoulder blade stops here, and I keep going here, I'm likely to cause impingement and pain in the shoulder. So that's a clear sign that they're not able to do it. If they're getting pain like that, they're probably not stabilizing and sliding this out of the way. It's coming up and pinching. So one arm, the other arm, same deal. Now we're going to do same side as if there's a string between the hand and the knee here, like a puppet master, puppeteer. And they're going to go kind of same, equidistant throughout one side and then the other side. So this is similar to static postures like standing, sitting, and also squatting, lifting, reaching, where you're basically going up and down. Then we're going to do contralateral and opposite. So opposite arm and leg. Same thing, kind of focusing onto those wheels, and of course you can go back and forth like this to simulate something more dynamic like walking or running or anything that would be twisting through the body. Even though I'm not rotating here, we're simulating that in the line of pull. It's got this oblique line across the body that would cause a rotation, and then that's pretty much it. Good.